Okay, so you can obviously see what band I used to use this on. The first time I've turned this on for quite a while. This used to be sitting on 29.6, and I'd use this as a listening radio. Well, transmitting radio as well, to be fair. Actually, I had this routed through the 8-element OptiBeam, and I'd used to just sit on 29.6, sometimes on the repeaters, of course, you know, a bit of a play, etc., etc. But it's been a great radio over the years. This one's actually got the tuner as well. Now, they're becoming a little bit harder to find, and very nice additions. I've got a few TS50 bits that are going to come up, to be honest, after this. I'm just sort of separating this at the moment for somebody that might want a tuner and radio, and we can talk about 6 meters and other different possibilities as well. But for the moment, this is the TS50 and the AT50 tuner that goes with it. Okay, so let's just hit it into transmit. 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 1 2. My I'm looking a little bit terrible on my analyzer here, but up here we can sort of see that it's doing its 100 watts and sounding quite nice. And yeah, the only thing I did notice is that on initial warm-up, I noticed the FM meter was a little slow to come up. I'm showing 100 watts on the bird over there as well, but yeah, it was just a little bit slow to come up, which I'm not sure why that was, but it seems okay now. Just actually, I thought I'd just have a bit of a quick look at that. 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 1 2. Yeah, no, it's fine. All right. And obviously you had your AT tune that you could sort of hit here and this here. Now we're on a dummy load at the moment, so it's not going to do much. It's just going to see straight away that it's pretty happy with it all. But you can actually manually hit tune like so too. But no, it can see it's fine, so it doesn't really want to do much. And that obviously talks to the tuner. Radio talks to the tuner, so quite happy there. Over to sideband mode. Let's just have a quick look. Hello, 1 2. Hello, 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 1 2. Yeah, look, about 80 to 100 watts there. I'm going to go through on the tuner for a minute. Oh, hang on, sorry. No, we might have got a bit of a strange reading then. We weren't on auto. Right, sorry, maybe that was my problem. Hello, 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 1 2. I'll just hit the tune button. If I'm on auto. No, it's saying it's fine. It gives its little Morse code and says it's very, very happy. So actually it won't tune from there because I'd have to have transmit on there as well. Oh yeah, yes it will. Oh, that's happy. Yeah. No, that's happy. All right. Hello, hello, 1 2 1 2. No, it's not changing at all. All right. Let's put some receive signal into it. Where do we need to go? Here we go. And we are on 0.4 of a microvolt at the moment. Very sensitive. No, that's nice. That's very nice. All right. Well, happy with that. Hang on. Turn that fella off there on the generate. Just want to do a quick review of this here because this one's just going to be going up for sale as a package. And I think it shouldn't take too long to whip out the door. Hit megahertz. Obviously we're in the 1 megahertz mode. Now you could actually do a few things with these things. You could just go band only. You could take 1 megahertz off, and then when you went up and down, you went just the amateur bands, as you can see here, like so. If you went megahertz, 1 megahertz, 1 meg at a time. So that puts you right through. Display on this is beautiful. No marks in it, no nothing. Very, very nice. Take the 1 meg off. You had attenuate and AIP, so let's give you an idea of that. Hang on. A bit of signal. Show you a bit of signal there, and then you can see what that does. So that's AIP. That's attenuation. Advanced intercept point was Kenwood sort of trying to come up with something which was blanking some noise but keeping some signal. This was just pure attenuation. So this was not trying to do advanced intercept point. This was a bit of both. As you can see, that dilutes the signal down probably 20 dB and probably another 10 dB off the AIP, and then back to standard. Did I find them useful? Yeah. Yeah, you know what? The AIP in certain circumstances, say on, let me just turn this off now. The AIP in certain circumstances, say 80 metres on a noisy night, yep, definitely 40 metres on a noisy night, made some, some positive reactions to that for sure. So yeah, worth having a play with if you live in a noisy area, and if you don't, well, that's great. Now keep in mind this, they had like a couple of menus on these things. The frequency lock button was your key. So basically you went into frequency lock, held it for 2 seconds. Now you might notice we're in VFO B. There's 2 menus, VFO A. So VFO A is pretty much all your basic sort of stuff that you go through. VFO B gets a little more interesting. They used to call VFO B probably more the hidden menu. Well, no, they were both called hidden menus, to be fair. But in the book, you can just see that you can change quite a bit. Sometimes you've got to be careful because there are bits you can get into in some of the menus where you literally can calibrate a TS50. So that's great, but you can also uncalibrate a TS50, sort of with your offsets and filters and bits. So, need to be a little bit careful of that. But 2 seconds. It's all right. Just want to make sure. Yep, 2 seconds, then AB. No, don't want to give you wrong information. Yep, all good. And then just frequency lock to get back out of the VFO. Very handy VFO area to get into, but, obviously keep the book close by. It's not very informative, as you just saw. Like you don't know what that 1000 kilohertz is to do with. Some of them, there's a little bit more explanation that, there's to do with these modes here, but 51 on doesn't tell you much either. So you do need the little mud map to tell you, where you're going on there. Just a couple of pre-warnings there. But apart from that, we started on 10 meters, which will be the lowest power band by a mile. Let's go, so I'm on frequency lock, good point. Let's go to say 3.5 megs, which usually you'll find they're pumping a little more up the band a little bit, and certainly we'll take this up to around 3.6, and we will just hang on. Okay, something I was wondering about, and I was just actually having a think in my head, was the AT50 working correctly as it should? And what I'd done wrong, just for tips for new players and for old ones like me that forget, is that I'd turn the radio on, sure, first, and then what I'd done is I'd plug the tuner in, which is not the way to do it. Unfortunately, what has to happen for the radio to know the tuner's there, comes on, finds the band, says hello, fantastic, then it sees it. Because did you notice before, when I was hitting the AT tune button, I wasn't getting a reaction, and I thought it was just because it was seeing it and was fine. And, well, we're going to find out, aren't we? But, sorry, there we go. So it does a quick look. There we go. And then it finds its SWR and says, I'm happy. So yeah, because that's what I was expecting. And keep in mind, I have not used this radio for quite a time, and I actually didn't used to use the AT50 because this was in line with an HF Auto Power Star, and some switching networks, so I really didn't need to, and I'd really forgotten. And before I was mentioning the menus. Well, these are not secret menus. These are the menus A and B. And basically you then just go through. So yeah, disregard that. There is a secret menu. I remember something about a secret menu you could get into. I might just have to do a quick bit of, while we're doing this video, I might just have a quick look at that and just find out what that was. It does ring a bell, but I remember that was the one. The secret menu was the one where you had to be careful because you could move offsets for lower, upper, CW, a whole lot of things. So you know what? Maybe it's a good thing you don't know it. Might be more, practical not to know it. Anyway, I was going to have a look. 1 2, hello, hello, hello. 1 2, 1 2, 1 2, hello, 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 hello. 1 2, 1 2. Let's just see. So I'll be curious just to go. Hello, 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 hello. I think about 80 watts of power there. So not quite as much as I'd like to see. which is sort of interesting. I'm just going to check my leads here because we are running through a network at the moment, which I've been changing around, and I'm not quite happy with every lead I've got in place. We're just changing some stuff. I had a problem that I was really not happy with and thought something's not up, something's not right. Oh, audio looks good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually looks really good. Not bad on this old $80 oscilloscope. $80 from a good mate of mine down in Tasmania. And the strange thing was, it didn't come to me initially. It came to me, went to a customer. Customer hated it, absolutely hated it, hated it. We only charged him $100. We only charged $20 on top of it. And after we did that, we realised that sure, we paid $80. We then paid $40 to get over. It was a strange story because we ended up selling it for $100. Anyway, it was just one of those deals. But I remember 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I remember them coming back to me saying, look, no, the resolution's terrible on it, not happy with it. And I said, look, hey, actually, I am so happy to buy that back from you. I really made a big mistake on this one. And anyway, $100, I bought it back. So it's the $100 Crow, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But I mean, can you see anything wrong with this resolution? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, the center line is running a little brighter because we're having to run a fair bit of intensity there. Now, let me bring that down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, no. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Rubbish. Anyway, glad to have it back for $100 or $80. So what does that mean? If I paid are you a mathematician? If I paid $80 for it, and then you're gonna have to follow me here, paid $40 to get it over, but then sold it for $100 and then bought it back for $100, it still owes me $120. So it's really the $120 Crow. Anyway, you know, crazy how these deals work out. Anyway, okay, so as you can see, sorry, I just want to check my leads on something because I did feel that was just a little lower than I thought it would be. Just hang on. Righto, I swapped one lead out and have a look at this. Hello, 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 hello. Top scale being 100, nearly peaking 100 watts there. Hello, test 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hello. Yeah, very close to 100 watts, so that's better. Sorry, that's one of my... I knew we had a dicky lead. By the time I was getting to the monitor, I was losing quite a bit of power, and I thought, what is going on? Yeah, it's just a dicky lead that was going. And when I say quite a bit, you know, out of 100 watts, maybe 7 or 8 watts, it didn't make sense. But anyway, okay, so that's the TS50 AT50 combination. It's really, you know, a lovely setup, and I'll be sad to see it go in one sense, but I am at the point where it is time to, even the stuff that I love, some of it's got to go. But hello, 1, 2, 1, 2, hello, 1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah, no, this thing's actually percolating quite well. And as you can see, the tuner followed it straight away and tuned, and yeah, that's good. All right, well, I don't even know what it's going to be yet. So look, just hang on, I'll get it advertised. And but it's as clean as clean. It's definitely had a few caps replaced in it over the years. Obviously, display mod was done to blue for just personal choice on that one. That is something that, I don't know, I like it. But anyway, doesn't mean everybody's going to like what I like. But overall, great radios. Just remember on these radios, you will have situations at times where, I suppose we'll go through this. It's a TS50. TS50s have got the odd little issue, and I'll show you. This one hasn't done it, which is unusual. Normally, if they've been sitting for a long time, you'll find that you'll do the... I've got to remember now. Sorry, I'm trying to do this with... it's the A equals B. Can I do this like this? Yeah, possibly. Sorry, it's a bit of a mess. Hold the A equals B. That'll do a full reset, and we'll get you up and running. So if you ever come up with a blank display, and let's say you haven't had this plugged into power for a very long time, sometimes your backup battery is giving you trouble. Sometimes it's just an erratic little pain in the butt thing. 9 times out of 10, you'll reset and you'll go, look at that. Then if you keep power connected to them, they keep going forever. Until you buy it, and of course then it'll be different, but I don't know about that. But anyway, no, look, I should never say forever. But the amount of people that ring me with TS50s over the years, and there's a couple other Kenwoods that are very similar, and we go down the same path every time. How long have you used it? How long since you've used it? And basically the answer is always, look, it's been back in the box for 3 years. Power it up, turn it off, hold the reset button in, which in this case is the A equals B button, not the AB, sorry. A equals B button, and turn the power back on, and you will be cooking with gas. And just want to make sure there's a little bit of dirt. Oh, it's a bit of dirt. Yeah, all right, it's okay. So I get finicky about these things because this is actually a very, very clean setup. All right, let me get this advertised. I'm on my my non-phone at the moment. My other one, I don't know whether I forgot to charge it last night or what the deal was, but I ended up flat by midday, well, a little bit after. So I grabbed my other phone that's always on charge, and it doesn't have a SIM card in it, but I can sort of Wi-Fi this across, of course, and get it up and running. Look, TS50s, just a last comment. They are a fantastic radio. Having a few caps replaced in it is definitely a plus. You were always going to have to do them at some stage. So, you know, can I guarantee you that you'll never have to do another cap again? No. There's always one you miss, or one that, you know, but truthfully, once you've done a few caps, actually I know Paul Ashby's been going through a few TS50s lately, and he's become an expert at replacing caps in them. If you ever get a fault with the TS50, don't come to me. I can't see the stuff anymore. Go to Paul. One of the guys, Paul or Chris DeVos, or, you know, if you're down Melbourne way, obviously we've got contacts all over Australia. Joss Hendricks in Adelaide, really good with his stuff. Also got another mate. I don't know if he wants me to announce his name just yet. Another mate in Adelaide that's going to be big time, and I think is probably going to be the one-stop shop, because he's going to be 24/7 dedicated to ham radio repairs, and probably a bit of CB as well. So when he gives me the say-so to announce, I'm going to be sending a lot of work his way, because I just don't have the time or energy or health or anything. So most of you know the stories. But yeah, let me say, that chap is coming online soon. Workshop's nearly finished, and I've already got one going over to him, actually, and he doesn't even know it yet, actually. I haven't told him about that. Anyway, I shall tell him about that. All right, guys, 73s, I'll get this up and advertise very soon. And please hit the subscribe button if you're not subscribed. We're still sitting sort of, oh, look, they tell me it's about average for most YouTube channels, but I think it was about 30-something% of people that view the videos have actually subscribed. So meaning that 70% haven't subscribed. Now, it just helps us so much with the algorithm if you subscribe and hit the like button as well, apparently. The one thing it doesn't help is me being, like, this is my first video for a week or so, because I've been crook for the last week or so, and that does not help either. So when I'm complaining about my YouTube views, or, you know, the like button or the subscribe, well, some of that's my fault too. I, you know, need to be consistently getting a video up every couple of days minimum, and we're going to try and get back to that. We're just having a few difficulties there, but we shall keep focused on pushing forward. Okay, TS50, AT50 coming up for sale soon. Keep an eye out on the various forums. You'll see it there, and hopefully it represents a good bargain. I don't know if the word bargain, we'll see. I haven't put a price on it yet. Let's call it, it's under $1,000. Okay, so there you go. I made a spot decision there, and try and find an AT50 this clean, let alone a TS50 this clean. You might find that the maths we're doing on it's a little bit wrong, and it's probably a little bit lower than what it should be, but you know what, we're going to clear some stuff. So there you go, we'll put a price on it, $9.95. So if you're watching our YouTube channel, actually I said I'd try and give advantages to our YouTube subscribers. $9.95 for the two, and you've got yourself a TS50 and an AT50 as a package. And as you can see on the video, actually works like a dream. Wouldn't that be bad if the video, if your last over, you know, like when, oh, no transmit, nothing happening. Trust me, it's happened before. 73s, guys, all the best.